Let's make a video of this before the sun goes down. There it is, all done. All lights up. It's got so many features I'd have to write them all down because I'll forget showing them all. We have our individual shutters, dremeled so you can see right through them. Got pillars, stairs. Made it big enough so your jabba will fit in there. Underneath there's the trap door. It'll drop them into our motor here. Look at the detail on these rudders I did. Because they unclip and then they clip onto your top plate up here. Oh, this isn't sitting in there properly. That goes around there. So this thing all detaches. It's all got nice double rails. There's clips on here for these. This sits in here much better. See, like that. And this clip can go down there. There's a light on inside there. That's what's going on. And that you just push on top of it. And maybe I should get, here's a custom ranker or hybrid bounty hunter figure that comes with them. I should get the other things. These are toe holds, so your regular figures can go in there. Your sails retract. That's why it looks like this. You know, I should have set things up a bit better, but there you go. So you can retract your sails if you want. And you just scrunch right up like so. They are kind of stiff because they're new, but they do all retract. I've done them. So everywhere it does that, your sail post will go up and down. This is not, I haven't put the thing in it. What's going on is you have a compartment here so you can see on the other side, so you have a ledge for your figures there to stand in. I'm going to get the Han Solo figure. Give me a sec here. So the other ones are all done, all the parts are all painted. The thing comes apart and makes Jabba's palace is what's going on. Han Solo, here you go. Don't worry, we'll get to your ghost here there, Mr. Miller. Anyways, so it has these deck running lights, so they light up everywhere. I was hoping it would get a bit darker and everything. So now you can see the figure size for stuff. Yes, there's toe holds everywhere. See, there's a thin one there for a small toe, big huge one here for big toes. So I know some of you ain't going to want to scrape your thing. Like this is a double for me, so it shows the size of your gun there. I should look for the video. So I can try to make this as quick as I can. It's just an overrun. Yeah, what else happens with this? Yeah, you have this becomes a big bay door, and we are having problems with these plastic ones I made. So what I'm going to do is I've made them all into metal ones. Yeah, here's a plastic one. I'm going to replace them with all these metal ones I was doing here today. So I had to cut these, and the idea with them is I have to pound them with a hammer because they're a little loose and want them to be nice and tight, so they hold your door up like that, right? Right. So that'll be much better because once you take this all apart, these strings down here is made so you can adjust it, so you can make this, see how it is, and so you can pull that, and that's the idea of it, and that's why it's loose. Then you can tie it to where you want and cut it off if you want, and left it so the extra dangling there was really nice. There's a flag that hangs on there. Like, see how this one's unhooked here. That's what's going on. So I'm trying to show you stuff. This is a crow's nest. It'll slide up and down here for you because it comes off. And there's some attachments right here for this back fin for when you make this back plate into a skiff. So that all comes apart. And then that'll make the cockpit for the skiff when this whole comes off. And then there's your next plate underneath. I'll try to make this as quick as I can. There's 4 pins right here, and that's basically what's holding this together in one way. And there's another ones inside I call keys, but let's show you what I can. So once you do that, see how easy this comes out? And now your sail, it's all nice and double trimmed. You got screws here. If this comes loose, it's poly. This sail all retracts too. Just don't want to get it dirty here. So this one comes out too. There's a post that goes underneath it here. So both sails are the same. So it doesn't matter which one you put it in. The post is a bit smaller for the front one. It's marked on the bottom underneath here. So this says number 3 on it. So it'll be taped in there. See, these lights are made so they show up from underneath here and as well. Now you can remove this whole deck if you want. There's a plug-in right here. Oh, sorry, Han. And you unplug that so you can take your 2 deck plates apart. And the idea is for when you're making your city mode. Let's just turn that off for now. There's just a screw here, and this is where your batteries are. It's nice and simple. Now you can see inside a bit more. It looks blue here from these. lights. This whole thing can unplug here, so you can change them and work on them and stuff. See, so you can make whatever light you want. These are called finger lights. You can just get them at the dollar store. And makes a nice little light thing for your dance console down there. This is what I was talking about. This post here. These are for your guns. See, there's gun racks, so you can put guns in there. But this is going to have a little Velcro slot. So Velcro's on there, but it unvelcros because there's going to be a piece on the back here because you need it to go for your city mode, so you can hold your post up. And that's the same with this top one. This whole plate will just come right out. And now you have inverted post mount, and it also works as that. It goes behind Jabba's throne there to make like the, there's like a barbecue thing there. So if I'm in a rush with this production, but in later ones I'll have like the stuff on the back of it and stuff. You guys have been waiting a long time for me to produce this. So it builds up a lot. But once you get down to there, and if you can get this plate off, you can open the whole thing. There is a back door here. Oh, I'm just trying to go as quick as I can. These lights, you can make them to any one. Their switches are on the bottoms of them, so you can just turn them on and off and not have to worry about. But you can make the combinations to the red and blue, make purple, right, and blue and green, and blah blah blah. And the whole thing will unclip because you need it for part of the city and to put figures out with. So it just has some other clips that are on here, and that clips for part of the city like that. Isn't that nice? But it's the engine, so that's what's going on. But if I could get these out, I was trying to show you so many things here. So, give me a sec. So that it's like a pressure thing, so you can see when I'm trying to pull this door, but you could just pull it. I've made everything heavy duty, and then you have a door for Jabba to get out here. But to take this whole throne and Jabba out is a bit of a pain. You know, it's really a pain. It's trying to do all this with one hand. So there's a place for R2 where he serves drinks down here is the idea. This is like a jail that opens up, and then there's another door to go for an exit. Push the prisoners out. And then there's some really nice detailed stairs there. Let me get on the other side here so I can see what I'm showing you. There's a carved Jabba relief in it for you. And it's big enough to fit barely Jabba. You can take this whole plate out. Then these walls will come apart. I've made a thing that goes under here, and it's got a rope. So it's got a rope that comes down here, so you can use it like a cargo rope. So this is supposed to be the cargo area, so you can tow the stuff up the ramp here into the cargo. The idea is a play. If you just give me 2 seconds to undo that, then I can show you how the whole thing opens up really easy with just a couple keys, and it transforms into the city with just these metal pins and hinges I'm talking about. Maybe I should be. Oh, it's Monday night Raw. Sun's going down, getting cold. Sorry, I'm watching a bunch of, they're harsh. Okay, there we go. So once you've unpinned that, there's just these 4 pins. So I think I'm going to make them a little shorter. They are a little bit long. Once you got those 4 down there, take your pillars out. They're just free for you to put wherever you want. There you can get at your Jabba. And there's a hole with the plate underneath here. I haven't yet to put the plate in, and there's a plate up front here. See how this is coming apart here? There's a plate that I got to put here because I got to do it times 3 for the other 2 in here and do everything at the same time. So that's how complete we are on all 3 of them. You can see how it's sort of pieces. What are we at here? 8 minutes? Oh, 9 minutes. Okay, we're doing good. So what's going on here is I can leave that together. There's these things I call keys, and they're on the side. Once you pull this key out here on the side, you pull this key out, like so. Now your whole side can open up like that, and that's why these pivot. So once you pull that off, now you have a front part that's all nice and solid, but you can unplug it, and it goes and sits the other ways to make some grandstands if you need it in your Jabba's throne is the idea for it. I haven't painted it because I'm still put a little bar across there to support it a bit more. It was tough to get in, and it's really tight, so I might slim these bars on the side. How to do this all with? Yeah, I can't see when I'm pointing with these things. I might make them a bit sliver with a lock or something. So, but this one's working, but it's really tough to get in and out. This is, I put everybody's initial on the front. So this is a J for Jean. This one's going to Geneva. And that's why I made a really good job on these ones. So you can set that up as your throne there, and you can see right away, see how these just will turn to your sides now. And this whole thing opens up like that, and bam, now you got a big square corner for your room. Yeah, good for you. You didn't see that. I just need more table. I only have this little table here, but I'll try to show you what I'm doing here. So the whole thing just opens up. Oh, the rudder fell off there. And it can all open up. So once you open up the other side like that, now it makes like Jabba's room, and this plate will come out of here and slide out of there. Sorry for the wonky video. Are you dizzy yet? So these plates, and the reason that fell off is because it's supposed to unclip all this nice detail in there. Sorry, I'm left-handed here. The rudder does move up and down so that you can, or side to side, I should say. Or can you see this? Can you see it there? So that it's moving. It does have another hole there, so you can put a rod straight underneath. I didn't put it or include it, but once you put just a straight rod from both of them, then they move in tandem is the idea. Okay, let's go to our custom Rancor figure. Anyway, I'm going to show you this real quick and end the video because we're already at 11:32. You got a light on there. This light, you just push it to make it come on and off. And to change the batteries, you just push it forward and then it comes up, and you can get at your cheap batteries there, and you can see why it's so weakly lit and how strong it would be with some real batteries. And then the idea is that these clip on with that clip there. See if I can do this with one hand. This should be real fun. And I'll just give you 2 seconds here. Oh, I'm sure you get the idea. Once you have the rudder on the other side, and then this clips onto there like I already showed, and you have a mini skiff to go with your city. It looks like a big busted barge at this point, and then this can all compact for shipping is the idea. But I just love like these diamonds and stuff across there. Okay, 13-minute video. Oh, that's way too long. Detailed bottom, and I still missing out on stuff on the bottom underneath here. Couldn't unplug this, so there you go. Unplug that. Still looks like a big huge hole. That's because there's a plate that drops like this, so you can drop figures in there if you don't have a throne to put in there. It's got a grate that goes across there that's the same as this grate to match, and that's why this comes off. So it'll drop your figures into the incinerator of the engine. That's the idea, and it hooks right there. And this door does not open or close until this engine is pushed back, so you can hook it there or you can hook it here, and that's the idea for shipping as well and for city mode. Just love the retractable cloth sails. Gotta love it. Anyways, steel pins. So that's what stopped me and slowing me down, as I'm making these new steel pins. Trying to get one. And this paint job, look how you can see your reflection in it. Isn't that wild? It's just like a mirrored reflection. So these pins are what I'm doing. I gotta hammer them and see if I gotta hammer that all flat. And that's what's going on, because these plastic ones suck. We don't want things breaking. We want things to be durable. So that's what's going on with that. And I'm sorry, there's another pin in here, and once you undo that one, I'll make a different video showing you how it's set up. There's some pictures, but I just wanted to quickly show that it's done. It's just gonna take me a week here to put them in boxes and get them going, so everybody can see what they're all of them are the same, all of them. So these ones are the same carcasses in here. There's 3 of them. Let's see, here's the other one. So once you, sorry. There you go, you can understand how it's going to make a city really easy, and simply just pull out the 2 keys and the sides come out. So there's a lock in here. So when you put this side into there, it locks into there, and then the key goes in there through your little hole slot up here. There's just 2 of them on the side. That's it. Party on. Monday night, WWE Raw.